Look at you. You are all so adorable. Just think, I send you down there to kill each other, and instead, you make nice and you form a team. Who is this old Santa?
I'm Alexei Shostakov, the Red Guardian.
What?
You're taking a look at Thunderbolts right there. Valentina Allegra de Fontaine isn't messing around this time. Emmy-winning actress Julia Louis-Dreyfuss returns to the MCU for Marvel's Thunderbolts alongside a star-studded cast of anti-heroes. Please welcome to Breakfast Television, Julia Louis-Dreyfuss. Good morning.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
It's been a fun whirlwind in Toronto for you.
Yes,
Last
my
night?
goodness. Last night, I had so much fun. I was able to go to a theater and surprise about 500 folks who were watching the movie for the first time. I did something so cool. I shot a piece of footage with Geraldine, who plays my assistant, Mel, in the movie, in which we're sort of talking to camera and telling people to put their cell phones away like they do when you go to the movies. And then I pretend like I'm looking into the camera, and I pretend like I see somebody who's got their cell phone out. And I said, okay, I'm going to go handle this. And I wore the same wardrobe that I was wearing in the video, and then I came out into the theater.
That's so cool.
And got to surprise everybody. It was a gas, actually.
I bet, and the reaction must have been unbelievable. I'm sure we're gonna see that on socials from everyone. This film, this character, you get to finally explore Valentina a little more. We've seen her in the past, but kind of snippets of her.
Yes.
What's it been like to be able to kind of really grasp the entirety of her character?
Well, I mean, it's been just delicious. There's a lot of material for me to sink my teeth into in this particular film, and you really get to see what makes Valentina tick and why she is the way she is. You know, even delving a little bit into her backstory and see why she has such an insatiable desire for power and control.
This is a group of misfits, we would call them here in Thunderbolts. What makes this one stand out from the other ones, the other films, when it comes to the Marvel films?
Right. Well, I would say there are a few reasons. One is, first and foremost, the vast majority of all the stunts and effects are practical. And that is to say, it's not green screen. So it's got kind of a raw grittiness that that is very real, and you can see people actually working hard. Florence Pugh actually did jump off the second tallest building in the world.
That's insane. The film starts, and I'm like, are you serious right now with this?
I know. Yeah. It's bananas. And also, the movie has real, it's got a pretty intense story. And as you mentioned, these are misfits. These are people who feel isolated and adrift and ashamed and even depressed. And they have to understand where they've been in order to move forward as a group. And they sort of find the light through connection and community. And I know that sounds like I just said a PSA or something, but the truth is that it really helps drive the story that has a true arc to it.
Well, there is. There's people that have seen it ahead of time, you know, in our industry that have, and they say, you know, I teared up.
Yeah.
Because there is that heart that you're saying, because it's relatable in that way, where sometimes superhero films aren't.
Correct.
In that, right? There is that heart, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, it's got the explosions and the fighting and all of that business, but it also has a lot of heart and a lot of comedy, too. It's got kind of everything.
Who's the funniest, you think?
Oh, who you talking to?
Sorry, my bad. My bad. Julia's about to leave the studio.
Yeah, that's the end of this interview.
We're done with it. You got some great one-liners in this, and to be able to explore her, what's your favorite side of Valentina that you get to really get into?
My favorite side of Valentina is when she is a couple of steps ahead of whoever she's in a scene with. So she knows what they're about to do, and she knows what she's going to do when they do it, and they don't know that. And I like playing that manipulative part of her.
That seems fun.
Yeah.
Because she's not a true villain, but she is very intelligent.
Yes.
In that way.
Yeah.
This cast, as you mentioned, is fantastic. Who would you say out of this cast is the most like their character?
Oh. Huh. Well, I would say that David Harbour is a very enthusiastic person with a lot of energy.
Yes.
And Red Guardian is like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's really kind of like almost like a boisterous cheerleader. And I think he's kind of like that as a person too.
He is that hype man for the crew.
Yeah.
In that way.
Yeah.
Do you have a hype person in your life? Because your career has spanned so many different, I guess, generations now. People have seen you from, look,
Yeah.
we're talking Seinfeld 36 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't mean to do that, you know, but it's been that pop culture-wise.
Yeah.
You've been doing this for so long. Do you have a hype person in your life that's being like, hey, you've done a lot, because why do it if you don't celebrate it? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I've got a great husband. Can I say he's my hype person?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's very supportive. And I always actually go to him to make sure. I run stuff by him all the time to make sure, is this good? Is this right? Did I do this right? And he's always very honest with me, which I appreciate. Yeah.
So cool. If you had to take the crew from Seinfeld, your squad there, or your squad from Veep, to do a superhero team to save our world, who are you teaming up with?
I mean, it's such a bad idea.
We're all in trouble.
Yeah, we are screwed. The world has had it.
You mentioned David Harbour. I got a chance to speak to David and Wyatt and thought maybe they might have a question for you. So if we can get some volume up and see what they had to ask you.
Julia Louis-Dreyfuss, who is your favorite Thunderbolt? David Harbour. David Harbour. Ask her that.
Done. Thank you, guys.
Wyatt Russell.
This is why we love you. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming
you.
in. Thank you for all the laughs and just the conversations over the years with your art as well.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Thank you
Thanks,
so
man.
much. Julia Louis-Dreyfuss, everybody. Make some noise, please. Marvel Studios Thunderbolts heading to theaters this weekend. And at 8:50, we're going to have some more conversations with the cast about bringing these anti-heroes back to the big screen. Stick around for more BT after this. Happy Friday, everyone. Yes.